Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. Members of parliament who passed the finance bill are finding it very hard on the ground. In this video, I want us to listen to an admission by Molo Member of Parliament, Kimani Kuria, the Finance Committee Chair, who successfully pushed the bill in Parliament. Listen to this before we continue.
Unajua, mimi I knew what I was asking when I came and asked you and the deputy to make me the chair of the finance committee. Because, you see, Honorable Dendi Nyoro is the chair of budget. Budget is celebrated kwa sababu ni allocation inaenda kwa projects. Barabara, stima, maji, hiyo ni budget. But where does this money that goes to these projects come from? That is the responsibility of the Committee of Finance and National Planning that I chair. That is why you saw me leading all that campaign ya finance bill. Sasa nimeitwa mbunge yule wa finance bill. Hawa wananchi wakienda wanaambiwa Molo, wanafikiria ni mimi nilianzisha. You know, hata shosho niuliza hii kitu litoka wapi?
Yes. I'm taking that as an admission by the MP that the ground is very hostile to him for having supported the finance bill, and is making that admission in front of William Samoei Ruto. I want us to dig deep into this for Kenyans to understand the games being played behind the scenes and what that admission means politically. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's continue. Molo MP saying that his constituents have nicknamed him Yule Mbunge wa Finance Bill. That's what he's saying in front of William Samoei Ruto. It's a fact that if you compare all the governments that have ruled Kenya since independence, Ruto's government is coming out as the worst. A government that is very insensitive to the plight of the masses, the poor. In the coming days, life is going to be more difficult for the ordinary mwananchi. And this is because of the laws William Ruto has lined up to be passed in Parliament. And as life becomes very hard for the people, Kenyans will still be seeing the finance bill as the cause of their sufferings. So any member of Parliament who supported that bill, forever Kenyans will be seeing them as the contributors to their sufferings. And that's why I honestly believe that members of Parliament who supported that bill, they have to work extra hard to earn the trust of their electorates. They'll have to work extra hard because it's very clear and very certain they clearly went against the ground. That bill provided a perfect opportunity where the electorates were to test and to know the loyalty of their elected leaders. Are the leaders they elected loyal to them, or are they loyal to William Ruto? Because it's clear 93% of Kenyans were against that bill. So the bill was just provided that opportunity where these members of Parliament, MPs, were to show their loyalty to Ruto or to the people. They chose William Samoei Ruto. So the people must know that these MPs are just in politics for their own personal interests. And I'm saying their own personal interests because they passed that bill having been promised something. And that something was just exposed recently when SRC shocked very many Kenyans when it admitted that it intends on increasing salaries of Ruto, Rigathi Gachagua, top government officials, and the members of parliament. It's later now that they were now cheating other civil servants that they also want to increase their salaries. But the initial plan, and the plan most definitely that will actually come into effect, Ruto regarding top government officials, members of parliament, their salaries will be increased. So the bill was just to enable Ruto increase his salaries and salaries of his top government officials together with the members of parliament. You push Kenyans to the wall on taxes to increase your salaries. That's the state of affairs in Kenya. And that's why sometimes, as much as you might try to support or to defend William Samoei Ruto, I just don't understand how you can defend somebody who campaigned on the platform of a hustler's government. Upon being sworn into office, he's doing the exact opposite. In fact, even the promises he made when he was campaigning for the presidency, he is not even fulfilling on any single promise. Instead, he is giving new promises, which again is not fulfilling. I find it very hard to support that kind of a person. And that's why I still maintain and I repeat, any person defending William Ruto's government, I think Kenyans should actually understand that that might be a mental kind of an issue because it's given it's a fact. This is a government that has failed to deliver. And now on to the leaders who supported that bill. I saw Jalango distributing unga in Langata constituency, and yesterday I also saw him through some clips that have been going viral, paying fare for people in Langata constituency. So you are seeing the kind of leadership supporting William Samoei Ruto. Instead of the member of parliament putting in place laws that will enable Kenyans to be self-reliant, they pass a very draconian rule in parliament. Then he goes about paying fare and distributing unga to the people. A member of parliament, your role is not to be paying fare for people or to be giving them unga. Create an enabling environment that will make the people self-reliant, not actually giving fish. So in a nutshell, leaders supporting William Ruto, they don't have that leadership. And I strongly believe that we are at a point in the history of this country where the country is divided into two. We have a clearly one team that is of bogus leadership. And that's a fact, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to see the kind of mediocre leadership, then you don't have to look anywhere else. Kenya Kwanza is one such mediocre kind of a leadership. And leaders supporting William Ruto, obviously, birds of the same feathers will always flock together. Those are mediocre leaders. So for any Kenyan who cares about leadership, Kenya Kwanza William Ruto, for the 9 months he has been in power, he has proved that anything to do with integrity, leadership, he is very far away from that. What is there is just tumbocrats, greedy individuals masquerading as leaders. And I'm saying that without any fear of contradiction. As I conclude, the members just confirmed that the ground is very hostile to him for having passed that bill. So the member in one way or the other is just trying to tell William Ruto that I risked my political career for your own interests. That's what Kuria is just trying to tell William Ruto. And I want also belong to conclude that William Ruto is successfully killing the political careers of these leaders supporting him. A clever leader, in my honest opinion, should actually distance himself from Kenya Kwanza government. Because the closer you get to Kenya Kwanza government, the more you are being seen by the people as being part and parcel of the oppressive Ruto's rule. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. In case you want to support us, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Contact me through the number or feel free to channel your support to that number down below there. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you. God bless you.